Wait, what day is it? Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's the Newsday Tuesday. What's going on, guys? We have a simple but exciting week for you guys coming up. As some of you guys have been looking forward to this. Where's Final Fantasy V? Where's the second part of Final Fantasy V? Where's the first part of Final Fantasy V? Well, fear no longer, guys. We're here. Warrior of Light, Krile, Warrior of Dawn, Galuf, or Galuf. But I'm going to call him Galuf because I'm oofing for Galuf over here. And then Dark Mage ExDeath are entering Final Fantasy Brave Exvius this weekend. A lot of you guys have been looking forward to Galuf, and a lot of you guys have been looking forward to ExDeath just because you like the ExDeath. And then Warrior Light Krile's here too, hanging out with that little Moogle in the background there with her giant magic staff, rod, whatever you want to call it. We've been calling rod staves and staff rods in this game for like the last week, so we're gonna call that a staff, even though I know it's a rod. All right, let's get in here. This is gonna be 3 5 stars this October the 11th, getting close to that spooktacular Halloween stuff. Well, let's talk about this. It's gonna have 3 different step ups here. One for Krile, one for Galuf, and then one for ExDeath here. Now, do note right here where it says it, in case you miss it, for each of these different step-ups, you can get all 3 of them still. It's not like it's the only guaranteed, the only on-banner 5-star is going to be the one that's guaranteed at the end. It says, well, all 3 units have increased drop rates. Warrior of Light Krile will have a higher drop rate for this step-up. So they're all going to be featured. It's just that, you know, for the Krile step-up, Krile's going to be a little bit more featured than the other ones. So we'll have to see what the drop rates are for those. If like, you know, if out of the 3 different units, you know, Krile will be like 50% drop rate, and then the other 2 will be 25% each out of the 100% for the on-banner units. We'll have to see about that. This is going to be a 24K lap. You can only do it one time. You're guaranteed at least 1 copy of the unit you want at the end of the step up here. So if you want Krile, you can guarantee yourself at least 1 Krile, and then if any of the other rainbows do drop naturally on the way up, Krile's going to have a higher drop rate than the other 2, although you still can get Galuf and you still can get ExDeath on the way up through the step-ups here. Same thing if you want Galuf. Right there's one for Galuf. You can still get Krile, you can still get ExDeath, but Galuf's right there. And then you have one for ExDeath as well. So I know a lot of people are looking forward to Galuf. He's a very strong physical tank. He did have a very strong cooldown skill, which is AoE physical cover and damage mitigation for your whole party at the same time. He's got a very strong limit burst. And, you know, while we're talking about the units, let's get into the units. They are getting global upgrades as well. So this is going to help them out. Hopefully, we'll have to see, especially for these 2 mages, exactly what the numbers are going to be for their kits. But the super team are here. Krile Scrunchy, 100 MP, 60 magic hat with 32 defense, 32 spirit, and it's got a nice little ribbon attached to it. So it's going to be like the reverse of Lotus Mage Fina's headpiece, where Lotus Mage Fina had higher, you know, spirit and defense, and a little bit of magic on it, like 24. So this is going to be the reverse of that. It's a pretty solid super team R. I'm not like super excited for a super team R like this, because if you do want something like Krile Scrunchy for your headpiece, even on a mage, you could wear Lotus Mage Fina's TMR. And that's just a TMR instead of this super TMR. So it's pretty good, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really wake me up in the morning. Doesn't really get me going or anything like that. It's got 100 MP on it too, but really not the most crazy sort of thing here. As you can see, she's like a mage with a plus healing HP thing. So we'll have to see exactly what she does here. Her Trop's Master reward is the Girl Entrusted with Hope, boosts magic by 50%, boosts parameters of Espers evoked by 30%, and restores MP every turn. Boost parameters of Espers evoked. Is that Evo magic? I do believe that means Evo magic. I don't think it's like summon damage. I'm pretty sure that's Evo magic. We have had something similar to this. I think it's like a 4-star TMR where it's like 40% magic and 20% Evo damage. Maybe that's a 5-star TMR, but this one also restores MP every turn. You cannot stack it, sadly, so, you know, it's got a little 1 next to it. They don't want you to have too much fun with your evoke damage, sadly. Maybe I'm thinking of Morgana's TMR. Maybe that's not a 4-star. Maybe Morgana's is 40% magic, 20% evo damage. I think that might be what I'm thinking of, actually, that we're talking about this. But pretty decent. Can't stack it, sadly. Don't know why it wouldn't break the game or anything, but it is there. Global upgrade featured abilities. Mysterious power. 1 use every 5 turns. Reduces lightning and wind resistance for all enemies. Boosts magic. Fill evocation gauge every turn. Enables triple wind drake for 4 turns. Furious arrow. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Deal 1 damage to all enemies and power up with consecutive use of Mighty Thunder. Deal lightning damage. Reduce lightning resistance for all enemies here. So we'll just have to see what she's going to be. She wasn't super exciting when she came out in JP. They have been buffing mages a lot, so if you are a fan of warrior like Krile, or just Krile in general from Final Fantasy V, maybe they'll do some good stuff for her, like they've been doing good stuff for all the other mages. If you're a fan of Terra, hopefully they'll buff Terra too a little bit up there, just because of the mage buffing fiesta that we've been going on with in FFBE recently. So Warrior of Dawn Galuf, I'm going Galuf, is also getting global upgrades. So let's talk about this. His super team art here is Warrior from Another World. Boosts HP and defense by 40% and fire and light resist by 50%. Very super strong super TMR. HP and defense 40% each is very powerful. And then fire and light resist, if those do come into play for certain fights, that's going to be very, very nice there. 50% fire and light resist on top of the HP and defense. Very strong super TMR. I wouldn't go like crazy out of the world for it like STMR Moogle or anything, but if I had this on my account in my back pocket, I'd probably have a big smile on my face. I'd probably put it on whatever defensive tank I'm tanking with, especially if it's physical damage there. So his TMR here is the Gallop Sword. 130 attack, 30 defense, 20% HP. I know someone's going to comment down below and be like, dude, you keep saying you're going to call him Galuf, but then you go back and call him Galuf, dude. Fine, it's Galuf. It's Galuf, okay? Very strong sword, though, for a TMR. 20% HP. If you're looking for, like, a nice, bulky weapon that you could put on somebody, Galuf Sword's right here. It's going to be fine to put on him to proc his own trust ability, so you don't really need to go crazy trying to find a super TMR or getting his super TMR so you can wear like a crazy weapon. But it's just what else you want to talk about Galuf Sword, dude? It's a big oof. It's there, it exists, it's pretty powerful. Featured ability Sworn Protection, chance to temporarily guard allies against physical damage, boost own attack and defense, and reduce damage taken by allies. So that's the one cooldown skill. Pretty powerful there. It reduces damage, I think it was by 40% for like a couple of turns, 3 or 4 turns for all allies. And then it says chance of temporarily guarding allies against physical damage just because it's an AoE cover. So it's like an 80-ish% proc rate, which is like what all AoE covers are. And then it's your normal 60 to 80% cover mitigation. It also boosts your own attack and then your defense too, if that's something that you're interested in. Bonds of Fortitude boosts attack and defense for all allies and consume a LB gauge to fill another ally's gauge, so you can also entrust with him, which is very nice. Global upgrade, Blades of the Past deals fire and light and peril to one enemy with a little bit of damage. Enable prayer for the future for 4 turns from him as well. So for the future coming in, that might be an, I don't know. This is either his fire and light resist, or it might be his dual cast. And that might be his dual cast, Blast to the Past. Blast to the Past, dude. Man, whatever. This might be a Blast to the Past. I can't remember what Blast to the Past is. You know what? Fire and light resist. I think this might just be a new skill. It used to be like one was fire and one was light. Oh no, I lied. I wonder what they upgraded here, because this seems like maybe they're just upgrading the Imperil. Maybe they're just upgrading the Imperil for him. This is the one that I think the Prayer to the Future is his fire and light resist buff. But anyway, Galuf, very, very strong. Galuf. My bad. Pardon me. I didn't say his name incorrectly. Very strong physical tank. A lot of people like him for that cooldown skill. His limit versus 50% damage mitigation for 4 turns, kind of like Charlotte. So he does do a lot of what Charlotte kind of does, but on the physical side, as far as tanking goes. Very, very bulky, high HP, high defense, good spirit, tanks physical damage, single target provoke, and then gets that damage mitigation up for your party where you don't, you don't really need that on a support in your party anymore. Your tank can kind of just do that for you, which is what a lot of people like about him. What I expect to possibly get changed, he's going to have that side chaining thing, kind of like CG Charlotte does as well, but his side chaining family was Kingsglaive, and he also could imbue fire and light for a single ally on a cooldown skill. He had two different ones, one for fire, one for light, but he could only imbue himself and a single ally. So he's not like, AoE imbuing or imbuing two different people or anything like that. So he can't really do kind of what Sylvie does, where you have two different characters and you need to imbue them both. He's not going to be able to do that for you, at least not the same element anyway. So keep that in mind. That might get changed. I'd like to see that change for him as well. And then maybe, get him out of Kingsglaive. We've been in here, global team, changing up dead families. Kingsglaive is definitely one of those families. That would help him out a lot. So we're down Galuf, very strong character. And a lot of you guys have been looking forward to him. I'm not personally all about him. Like I said, Galuf again. Dang it. Whatever, dude. Just, you know what, dude? Someone's gonna tally up the amount of times you said Galuf, but you said Galuf. Put it down in the comment section below. Now we also have Dark Mage ExDeath. Hey, hold on before we get to Dark Mage ExDeath. Yeah, so like I said, I went for CG Warrior Light. It's Warrior Light, dude. It's just Warrior Light, man. If you're looking for a tank, you need a tank now. War of Dawn, Galuf, the man, he's here. Look at that pose. But dude, Warrior Light. That's where Warrior Light's got me, dude. Warrior Light's got me. He's got the shining swords. Dark Mage ExDeath, super TMR here, overcoming death, boost magic by 60%, and boost magic damage against humans, insects, and plants as well. Very solid super TMR. We see these all the time. This one's for mages though. Human Killer, congratulations, you've done it. Those are that's a very popular enemy type. Magic plus 60%, very strong. Insects and plants, kind of whatever, but it is there. His TMR though, the Dark Ring, okay, 52 magic, boosts dark resist by 30%, enables the power of darkness, boost magic by 10%. If power of darkness is boost magic by 10%, which I can't believe that that's what that is. That's so weird. Like, why would you give yourself an ability that boosts your magic by 10%? Why wouldn't it just be plus 10% magic? But we'll have to see what that is. It does say global upgrade. Featured abilities here: Complete Void. One used every 5 turns, damage and reduce wind, earth, and dark resist for all enemies, and boost damage to certain abilities. Enable quadruple dark magic for 4 turns to the caster. Cool, quadruple cast. We have X Flare. Damage to an enemy, boosts attachments, magic, and spirit, and damage of certain abilities for the caster. X Holy. Damage to an enemy, boost damage to certain abilities, and enables X Meteor for 4 turns for the caster. So hopefully he'll have like dual cast skills at least, so you can use like Complete Void and like X Holy or something in there as well, because he looks like he wants to be using quadruple dark magic. Quadruple dark magic. Is quadruple dark magic going to be a skill? Because it's not quadruple. I originally thought it said quadruple black magic, which is the ability that lets you cast actual magic spells, but quadruple dark magic might be a skill that lets you quadruple cast skills that are classified as dark magic. We'll have to see what this says. ExDeath, you're confusing me, man. We'll have to see though, just like Krile and all the other mages, how strong they are. A little bit of utility doesn't seem to have when it's not even on his type. He's just a mage, man. He's just a tree mage. Look, he's even starting to grow that tree in the background. GG. But we'll have to see what his numbers are. For you ExDeath fans out there, hopefully he gets buffed up a little bit. Krile and ExDeath were just kind of like forgotten about pretty much in JP. These units are not limited. Also, a Warrior of Light Krile, Galuf, and ExDeath Light abilities will be available upon release there. So the EP skills are coming out, which means, you know it, we are getting series bonus boss battle. A new highly difficult quest, Emperor, will be available. 10-10. So you'll be able to beat the Emperor before the units even come out. I mean, we can get in there, whatever. So the Emperor looking pretty Godzilla-esque. King Ghidorah coming in here, no wings, but King Ghidorah for a headpiece. That's how you know this man is big, when he's got someone that belongs in a Godzilla movie on his head. That's how big Emperor is here. Emperor is a powerful foe, skilled at using magic. He's very big, whereas King Ghidorah for a hat. He's especially adept at using several types of fire magic attacks, so it'd be wise to raise your fire resist and spirit before challenging him. Nice, dude. He also inflicts stops to make sure to prepare countermeasures. It's a trap. It's the countermeasures. A large amount of Emperor's HP is restored every turn, so attack with all of your might to inflict greater... Is this seriously? A large amount of Emperor's HP is restored every turn, so attack with all your might to inflict damage greater than the HP restored Koopa. So, the Mog, here's some helpful info for you, or here's some info for you, Koopa. The last one is literally just hit it very hard and very fast. More dots, kill it, forehead. That's what this is, dude. Just do more damage than he can heal, Koopa. Get in there. Okay, all right. Lapis 100, Silver Enlightenment Keys, Golden Enlightenment Keys, Lapis 1000. For how hard these fights are, like, I know they're like a side thing because of our EP system. The abilities and stuff aren't locked behind them anymore. But like, give it up with these gold key. Put a diamond key in here or something. I don't know. You know, like, I understand that you used to have to defeat it within, X turns to get the abilities unlocked. At least you did in JP version. And the Lapis times 1,000 still good. I just don't know what it is. It just feels almost unrewarding. Like 1,100 Lapis, cool. I like it. But for these fights, which are some harder content in the game, they're not the only content in the game either. And I just don't know what to put it on. It just doesn't. Maybe it's just not rewarding enough in here. Nothing that I'm like, oh, cool, because we have like the vengeful fights. Those are cool. We have the other trials that give like good weapons. The reborn trials is what I'm talking about. They give good weapons. The vengeful trials, beat it a whole bunch. You get a bunch of king pots and, a 5-star ticket and all this other stuff. And this, it's like silver and gold keys. I think the silver and gold keys, they just don't feel rewarding enough for me. I think so. It's not like they don't feel rewarding enough. Like, oh, I'm crying and I'm mad. It's just like I don't feel like incentivized to go out there and be like, yeah, dude, let's get this done. Like 100 or 1,000 Lapis. It's cool. Yeah, I'll get it. But I'm not like, oh yeah, let's get this. Let's get that reward. So maybe that's just me. You let me know how you feel about that. It's just like generic stuff, right? It's like if we had a really nice King Mog event. This is kind of the rewards, or like a really nice raid event. This would be what the 4 rewards would be for a raid. Not for King Ghidorah hat wearing Emperor though. I don't know what it is. I think that's what it is. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. You guys let me know. But character parameter bonuses. Characters who receive parameter boosts will be marked bonus as Nox freezes up. Very nice. And FF Exvius is crashing. Nice, great. All right, we made it back. Nice, cool. Apparently, I didn't check on anything due to the crash. So, come on, Ghidorah. Dude, listen. Ghidorah wearing... Is it going to crash right away again? All right, this Ghidorah, dude, listen. I'm done with you. All right, so who are the bonus units that we got? Leon, Furion, normal Emperor. All right. 4-star Leon, 3-star Furion, Guy, Maria, and then... Who is this guy from Final Fantasy 2? Is this Paul? Wait a... Hold up. Is this Paul? Is Paul no, Paul's not from Final Fantasy 2. Is that Paul? Hold on. I got the wiki up. That's Paul. Oh, he is from Final Fantasy 2. I always thought he was an FFBE character. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, if you want to take Paul, he can steal, pilfer, hide. Those are his 3 skills. If you want to take Paul to your series bonus boss battle, he literally has 3 skills. Steal, pilfer, and hide. Is he a friend point unit? Standard summoned? No, he's not. We still have... He's a 2-star base, 3-star max standard summon unit? Hold on. No, he's not a standard summon unit. We can't summon 2 stars. Oh, that standard summon is friend point summon. Okay. Paul, dude. That's why I thought he's from FFBE, because he's from the friend point summon. That's funny. All right. Paul's in there. 2-star. All right. Someone clears it with Paul, like a party of Pauls. You let me know. I want to see it. DM me, though. Slide into my DMs with the Paul clears. Oh, my goodness. That was worth the 5 crashes. Anyway, we are going to get a Vault of Hidden Treasures once again. So make sure you do this. I think it's something you have to do every day. It's going to be in there for 13 days. So usually they give us some cool stuff. You know, money, enlightenment key is now apparently. You know, Mega Sight. Hopefully they give some super sight, something like that. Stat pots are usually in here as well. So the Vault Hidden Treasures will be available once a day via the Dimensional Vortex. So make sure you do that every day. Always a good stuff to get there. Dude, those 3 crashes really threw me for a loop here. Maintenance. We fixed the crash. Who knows? Dude, Wednesday the 9th to add the series bonus boss battle for the Emperor King Ghidorah hat wearing Paul fighting extraordinaire. And then we have Castle Palamacia. Exploration against the Black Knight, the first enemy in Final Fantasy II. Spoilers. The Black Knight. Prepare countermeasures for status ailments such as blind and paralyzed. Your party will deal more damage if you reduce his defense and spirit. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, well you know what? This is where we're going to end this video today. Reduce the damage. Let me know how you feel about it down below. That's just sometimes how it is to be a content creator, man. Exvius isn't responding. I'm not responding. But we got the Galuf. We've got the Warrior of Light. We've got the Warrior of Light Lena. No, Krile. We've got Krile, ExDeath, and Galuf coming in. We've got King Ghidorah hat wearing Paul in here crashing my game. Having self. So let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section below. All that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, you know, content where the content does respond. We're just gonna leave it hanging like this. You know, this is just, listen. You know, sometimes the content just speaks for itself, right? Sometimes a picture says 1,000 words. So that's how I'm feeling right now. You let me know how you're feeling about it. I can't wait to get that 1,100 lapis from defeating the Emperor. Yeah, at least give me his hat or something. Give me the Ghidorah hat. That'd be a good reward.